New Vegas, perfect playthrough. We just got 5 new implant GRXs and we are headed into Cazador territory. Going to discover Vault 22. So, exciting playthrough. The vaults are a very, very good part of New Vegas. They executed the vaults extremely well. And Vault 22 is one of the best. So let's first get our gun ready. And as we approach these Cazadors, take advantage of our implant GRX and our surplus of Psycho to attack them. See, the power of my stand, the world, is truly the power to rule this world. As the Cazadors stand no chance against me. Anticipated there being a few more. But that's perfectly fine. We'll head in. Oh, there's another one over there that is going to kill my companions and cause me to restart the episode, I bet. Oh wow, no damage at all for Rex or Cast. I'm impressed. And you know what? We might start picking up those Cazador poison glands, as they are needed to make turbo. And even though we have implant GRX, I do plan on getting the fast times perk, as it is a perk that is available. And this is the perfect playthrough, so we're not going to be missing out on perks. But we're going to have preferential treatment for our implant GRX over turbo. And here it is, up ahead, Vault 22. And as I said before, we will be doing everything in Vault 22 in one go. So this will really show you how it's done. No more running back in here for you once you've watched this episode of the perfect playthrough. But now let's enter the vault. And as first we see a restored terminal. And there are expedition entries that unfortunately are not recorded. They're text, so we're going to grab a Programmer's Digest and we're going to move on ahead. And I guess you'll have to read those at your leisure. Now we can repair the elevator and then go wherever we so desire. But since we're thoroughly going through the vault, I'm not going to cheat with the elevator. I still repaired it though, as Dr. Keeley will compliment you on it, and I need compliments in my life. So here is oxygen recycling. There's our elevator, there's our stairs down further, but let's explore this floor. This way is the lab Keeley will use later. There are some frag grenades, necessary for our final task, and another terminal here. Entries 3, 4, and 5 are present, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which once again you will have to read on your own time. I am sorry. And I'm not too sure what this terminal does, but it's certainly there. Now we head into oxygen recycling. And as you can see, there's lots and lots of plant life. This is a fun vault, interesting backstory. And this is from the vault pre-opening, I guess, is how you would describe it. Some sort of noise complaint going on. there's the room we first entered, and here are some more plants. So yep, this is oxygen recycling and not too many enemies, as it was meant for a sort of base camp, if you will, for Keely. So now we will enter food production. Once again, there is the elevator, and there are the stairs down to the next level. But now, we see spore carriers. And we want the katana for the spore carriers, because they count as abominations, and we need to kill 10 of them. And I completely forgot already that we need to kill 10 of them. And I don't want my companions stealing the kill. So we're actually going to head back up to our base camp, our oxygen recycling base camp, and tell everyone to wait here. Alright, so you guys wait here, and we have mastered the blade. As you can tell, the katana looks very similar to the Blade's sword from Oblivion. And here we go. Where are they? Waving at nothing. Ah, here we go. And there is the spore carrier dealt with. And will we get the challenge to appear? Maybe. There it is. You don't belong in this world. So, yep, here we go. And reorienting ourselves, there are the stairs. And we will begin looking forward. And first we will see this terminal. And here are entries 6 and 7 for the voracious readers among us. And now we will head in here, and we will see this cave door terminal, and find that we need an admin for clearance. So, interesting. The admin I can think of in any vault is the overseer. There are some pre-war warning messages. And now we will continue along. And, yes, over here, in this corner, we will find the food additive and another restored terminal. This time with some pre-war status reports, I think. Or I should say post-war. And another spore carrier. We certainly want to kill them all. And now we find that there are many spore carriers here. And as we can see, we're not a melee weapon build, and I refuse to purchase the katana upgrade. We're doing pretty good against them, I would say. And over here, dead end. Yes, we got the food additive on this level, and we know we need to come back to this door. And I believe that is all on food production for now. So we will be heading down further into the vault. As you can see, nothing majorly confusing, I would say. Down to the Vault 22 common areas. Here are some further stairs, but they're blocked. So we now know that our only way forward is through that vault, through that restricted locked door. So we'll investigate further here. And in the bathroom, what do we find? Another spore carrier. The katana is really a must-get for this challenge. I think the other weapons are like dynamite and throwing spears, so... And we definitely want to stay eating. And now we will go to the overseer's office, as we needed administrative override. And surprisingly, no large enemy in the overseer's office. Empty locker. Computer there doesn't work, but we have a terminal here. Let's unlock the crew quarters, unlock data backup, and unlock that cavern. Ah! Override engaged at the door site. So it appears we will need a special card key. to get through. Thank you, car alarm, for going off in the middle of one of my actually good episodes. I actually know Vault 22, and yet now there's a loud car alarm in the background. Perfect. So yes, we continue to loot this area. This is the bar area. And as we see, there are some further scientific experiments being done. And we can check on them in this terminal. Further entries. Now we have entries 8 and 9. That I'm sure you enjoyed reading on your own as well. Thank you very much. And now we will head down to the lower floor of the crew quarters. And in here there are quite a few spores, if you can find them properly. There we go. As you can see, the spore carriers are pretty high level, but we're still able to deal with them pretty well. We do have pretty high strength with our katana. We have mastered the art of the katana. If I were to do another 100% completion game, it might be Oblivion. Fallout 3 next. But here's another terminal. And strange noises and gas leak. Huh, interesting. And as you can see, a lot of flamer fuel in that one. And if you head over here, besides having a laser pistol, there's a guaranteed flamer. So if you want to set fire to the plants effectively, you can do so even unprepared. And I think we got very close to this charge. Nothing here in the clinic as we continue on. Ah, we have completed the challenge. Very good. Alright, we will put the katana away. Permanently, I imagine. And now head down the only place we haven't gone, the crew quarters. And we will start clearing out each room. And the important thing to do while clearing out the crew quarters is to go through the dresser and pick up as many of the Vault 22 jumpsuits as possible. As you can see, we already got the card key necessary as it was present there, but we're going to go continuing on and loot as many of these jumpsuits as we can. And we are going to do that, so I think that's so important that I personally am going to grab a Brahmin steak, and I'm also going to regret not bringing my companions down here, but at the same time I did want to get that challenge done. So we should be good, actually, with the Brahmin steak. Especially with Logan's loophole affecting that. As I've mentioned in many an episode regarding its effectiveness. And there's a spore plant. And here is the dresser. Yes, sometimes you have to look for the dresser, but we want those vault jumpsuits, and you will see why. And I bet we should also be searching these for blood sausage and big red paste. Which is another thing we could drop for weight, as we will definitely be getting more of them. But yes, as you can see, the Vault 22 jumpsuit is very, very popular. Here, there are tons of them. So very successful looting. And this is the end of the area. We have now explored all of the vaults available to us, and now we know that the only way forward is through the cave door. We unlocked those other doors from the overseer's office, by the way, so you always want to stop there first. And now we will head back up the stairs to food production. And now we are back up the stairs. We will head through here to the cave door we previously spotted. Now we're going to disengage the lock and open the door and get ready for mantises. Now, if you'll recall, in the previous episode, we stopped by Red Lucy's and made sure to start the quest Bleed Me Dry. Since we have done that, that egg thing is over there. And also look at this mantis nymph. Or look at him. You can jump on him. You can kill him by jumping on him. Taking the bug stomper perk literally. So that's another little fun factoid. Is you can stomp them to death. And we got the giant mantis eggs. So no need to go back into Vault 22 for those. And now, additionally, before we head down to find Keely, we're going to head up to this area of the vault, which is oxygen recycling, where we were previously, except this time we're on the other side of the glass doors in this room. And now that we're here, as you remember that terminal there that I pondered the purpose of, we go to this locker at the far corner and find the HEPA cartridge filters. We would need those for the Brotherhood of Steel quest Still in the Dark, but now we don't need to go back and get them. You don't need to start that quest to spawn them. And once again, you will not need to go back into Vault 22 to reach them, having gone through this area. Over here is Vault 22 Pest Control, which is the final level. But we're not going to go through the door that way because we are going to go through the door that way. That's my bad. Yes, there's a different door through Pest Control, but yes, now we go through Pest Control. Only slightly embarrassing. And here you get Tales of a Junktown Jerky Vendor, which isn't the most important of skill books, but hey, a skill book is a skill book. And here's another terminal talking about all the plants that are being researched in the vault. And now as we open the door, we find ourselves on the bottom level that was previously blocked off. As you can see, there is the elevator, and there's are the stairs to the common areas. Now, you might think, why even bother going up the stairs to the common area? But there is, in fact, a good reason. As past these two mantises is the unique laser rifle, the AER-14 prototype. So you definitely want to collect that, though further progress is blocked by those same boxes that stopped us earlier. And if you want to explore this area, so be it. You can see all the plants here. Now that we're level 30, it's a little tougher to tell exactly when you've killed an enemy, because the X speed does not show up, but Bloody Mess helps us out with that. And the Riot Shotgun's still doing excellent at dealing with enemies, as that was the highest level spore carrier, and we dispatched it quite easily. We can head into this room and see that there is a area up by an area that goes out to the caverns previously explored, and that there's also an area over here A lot of our shots hit that table there. And now I think we're ready for a weapon repair kit, and we'll have to perhaps start making more. But before we head out to find Keely, we have the computer. And at the bottom of the vault is the research data. Now, this is a pro NCR playthrough, but even on my non-pro NCR playthroughs, I tend to give them the data. I don't know, it seemed pretty reasonable to me. He just wanted some research data. Why not give him research data? It seems that they would learn from this mistake, I would hope. We're going to switch to this machine. This machine, in reference to the guitar inscribed, "With this machine kills fascists." I'm not a music expert enough to tell you whose guitar it was, but I just know it was somebody famous. I get to hear that beautiful, beautiful ping. And we are so unfortunately close to one bullet killing these enemies. And Rex's search and mark perk, despite the fact that I left him upstairs, is still helping us out. And let's see, where the heck is Keely? I believe she's in this corner, yes. Hello, Keely.
Took your sweet time. I suppose the NCR sent you?
And then we could say, yes, Angela Williams asked me to come find you.
Ah, she's such a dear. Not like that pompous little pedant she works for. But that's neither here nor there. These plants have gotten completely out of control. I've got a plan to deal with them, but I'll need your help.
Of course, I'd be glad to help.
Good. Meet me on the second level, and I'll explain what needs to be done.
All right. So we'll meet Keely there, but in reality, we're just going to follow her there. And I think this machine's a really cool gun, and really has a nice look to it. And it's, I would describe it as can't miss for guns playthrough. And it will be our weapon of choice in regards to situations where I just don't feel like wasting the riot shotgun or anti-materiel rifle ammo.
What's this? Did you do these repairs? Not bad. Not bad at all. Saves me time, I guess. See you upstairs.
Thank you, Keely. So now we'll go to oxygen recycling, and hopefully she'll be up there. Ah, yes, here she is.
Good, you're here. Ready to begin?
Sure, how can I help?
Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. This place is filled with spores that are toxic to humans, and we need to get rid of them. I've pumped the vault full of a highly flammable gas that, once ignited, should destroy the vast majority of spores. There's one problem, though. The gas becomes semi-inert on exposure to oxygen, meaning the gas will have to be ignited close to where it's being introduced. I need you to find the vents where the gas is being pumped and ignite it. Oh, and survive the resulting blast.
How exactly should I ignite the gas?
In the area where the gas is active, any kind of fire or explosion should do the trick. Hell, even lasers would do the job. If you don't have anything like that, I've got some grenades in my bag in the corner that you can use.
And any idea where these vents are that I'm looking for?
I set the gas to pump into the 5th level since that's where the concentration of spores was highest. I'd start looking there. Typically, these vaults use circular vents in their air circulation systems. Look for a wall with 2 of them almost side by side. There's one just around the corner outside this lab if you need an example.
And blast?
Yes, there'll be an explosion when the gas is ignited. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Now leave me to my work.
Sounds dangerous, but I'll do it.
Good. Return to me when it's done.
Alright, and then we can just head right back down. We actually still don't want our companions with us. And this time we'll use the elevator. And here are the 2 circular vents mentioned with gas coming out of them. And so what you do is hide in here. You put the frag grenade on. You throw it. And you fucking miss the goddamn door and die. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, the perfect playthrough. This episode could have been so great. I went through Vault 22 so quickly. We got everything. I pointed everything out with this freaking car alarm, and I died to the vent. It did not give me the prompt. There's the fucking prompt, you idiot. In actuality, though, it didn't cause that much of a delay. And then we close the door, and once you close the door, it gets everywhere else, you know. There you go. Then we open the door, and now they're supposedly okay. And so we head back up to oxygen recycling. We make sure to take our companions with us because I would hate to leave them behind. And you can have the unique weapons Rex and the Vault jumpsuits. And now we talk to Keely and lie to her.
Ah, good. You survived. I was beginning to think you hadn't. You'll be pleased to know that the spore should no longer be a problem. Now all that's left is to ensure that none of this ever happens again. The research that led to these abominations must be erased.
What needs to be done?
I've managed to create a connection to the Vault's backup system from here. I just have to remotely delete all the files, and we're done here.
Will it take long?
No, it shouldn't take all that long. Just a few more moments, and that's strange. The system says that the files were accessed recently and copied to an external source. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Me with the Pip-Boy? What? No, I've been too busy rescuing you. Could someone else have done it?
It's possible. I've spent the last few days in a cave, after all. For all we know, that man sent someone immediately after you to swipe the data while you posed as mantis bait. Nothing to be done about it, I suppose. All we can do is delete what's here, and that's done. I've unlocked the door, so you're free to run along now. Although it pains me to say it, I wouldn't have made it out of here without your help. If you're heading back toward McCarran, tell Dr. Williams that she has my thanks as well.
And there we go. We gained
Don't
some
mind
karma
me.
to offset it.
I have to wrap things up here, gather my gear, that sort of thing. I'll be leaving soon enough.
And I've decided, as we were doing so great on time this episode, our journey into Vault 22, extremely brief, but we got all the terminals, so you could have read all the lore, we got all the unique stuff, and we won't need to head back here at all, so I'm very happy. Got the food additive, so yeah. You know, the haters and losers complain about Vault 22, I went into detail with it on Come Fly With Me. I don't get these people, man. Oh, I don't like Vault 22 in Fallout New Vegas. But anyway, I figured let's do a little North Vegas exploring. And the first thing I want to point out is, I also made some match hand loaded anti-material rifle ammo off screen. And the first thing I wanted to point out is north of Horowitz Farmstead, there is a group of mercenaries. And that group of mercenaries has a unique weapon. And if you have Wild Wasteland, it is the Alien Blaster. We do not have Wild Wasteland, so it is the unique Gauss rifle, the YCS 186. And the unique Gauss rifle is the best variant of the Gauss rifle in the game. So if you're an energy weapons enjoyer, I think you have to make sure to not select Wild Wasteland. But here are my targets, and we'll take another Psycho because I respect him. And as you can see, he's also got some bitchin' combat armor. And yeah, the anti-material rifle with explosive rounds, also good. There's a reason why the build is centered around the riot shotgun and the anti-material rifle. And there it is, the YCS 186. And I believe we can just use some buff out, actually, as we are a drugs build, to get that strength up. And now we can loot all of these guys in one spot. Head wrap I always actually kind of liked as a weapon. And it's tough to tell the difference between these guys. The anti-material rifle got him pretty good. And here we go. Oh, Desperado cowboy hat. After my own heart. But yep, there we go. There are those mercenaries with their unique gear. And we'll hand that over to Rex again. And that's not the only unique bit of gear that we're going to get. Man, that was an effective anti-material rifle shot. They really got it, huh? Earlier in the game, we noticed that the machine gun at the Vicky and Vance Casino was missing. We investigated. It pointed us towards West Side. And interestingly enough, there isn't anything in West Side to point you here. But we are New Vegas experts. And this is the perfect playthrough. And so we know it's in the house north of Vegas. Not this one, but this one is, I saw a video on it, the only open-air house in the game. But we're looking for a separate loading zone. As we got our crew with us. And I also got to imagine there will be some raiders in the vicinity, but nothing we can't handle. It is not this house. Yeah, it's a bit of a walk. It's not a named location. Is it that house? I really don't think it is. But now I'm a little worried. No, it's definitely not. I say definitely not. There's the northern passage to the DLC. Okay, yes, we'll continue going. Yeah, this area is a lot of open space. It always makes me want to double back just to be sure. I believe the house we're looking for is dead ahead. And I always thought this was an interesting placement for Vance's submachine guns, considering the 9mm submachine gun is a pretty early game weapon, and we encounter it in Prim. And so you think, oh, I'll definitely have to follow up on that unique variant. Only for it to be way in the future when you've moved on past the usefulness. Of the... Okay, we definitely passed it. Where is the Wind's house? I think it's by H&H Tools. I'm gonna start fast travel there, and then I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go north. I shouldn't say up. Did we really miss it? Oh, New Vegas Home. I've never been in New Vegas Home before. So here we go. The perfect playthrough. This is New Vegas Home. Rex has already gotten me stuck in here. Interesting. New Vegas Home. What a place. Where the heck is the Wynn's house? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's that shack. We went from the stone cold efficiency of the Vault 22 run to scrambling around here. Here's the Wynn's hideout. And let's talk to the Wynns. Let's talk to Pauline.
You best not try any funny business, stranger. One word from me, and Vance will plant you in the ground.
Who are you?
I'm Pauline, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal couple. You'd best not mess with us, or you'll have a bullet hole where your eye used to be.
You sound pretty tough. Why haven't I heard of you two before?
We ain't never heard of you either, so the not being impressed is mutual. Come a week or so, though, and everyone will have heard of Sammy and Pauline. Just you wait.
And, what's your plan?
Sammy and me got our hands on a powerful weapon not too long ago. Vance's gun. You know Vance, of Vance and Vicky? That gun's our shot at the big time. We're gonna sneak it in on the strip and rob one of the casinos. Maybe all of them. We'll be known as the greatest gunslingers to ever terrorize the wastelands.
And, interestingly enough, you just told me this, so what happens if I say I know the two of you stole Vance's gun down in Prim?
Why would I deny it? I was the one that hacked that cowboy robot while Vance kept him busy. Ain't the first thing we stole, won't be the last.
And, if you say this, she'll ignore you, but we're going to, with our speech skill, go, "That's the greatest plan I've ever heard in my entire life."
Really? You think so? We've only got the one gun and there's two of us. And we've never done anything like this before. We've never been on the strip either, so we don't know how many guards the casinos have. And I kept having these nightmares. What are we thinking? We're gonna get ourselves killed. Look, tell Sammy to give you the gun, all right? Just take it. I don't want it around tempting us to do something stupid.
So there you go.
Keep the
A
powder.
little 55 speed check and talk to
What are
Sammy.
you doing here, stranger? You looking to start some trouble?
Who are you?
Me? I'm Sammy, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal duo. You better not mess with us or you'll end up face down in a shallow grave.
And, you sound pretty tough. I wonder why I've never heard of you.
Simple. Up until now, we committed our crimes stealthily, leaving no evidence behind, so we never built a rep. But that's gonna change with our next score. You just wait and see.
And, what's your plan?
You'll have to ask Pauline about that. She's the brains of our operation. I'm the muscle.
And, I know the two of you stole Vance's gun down in Prim.
So, that's just one of our crimes. We're depraved, stone-cold degenerates, you know? You don't want to mess with us.
Yeah, you only get that option if you hack Prim Slam, but it doesn't seem that, effective of a dialogue option. And Pauline says you should give me the gun.
Really? Oh, thank God. I love that woman, but I swear this time she was gonna get us killed. The gun's in the safe. The combination's 5, 23, 34. Take it far away from here before she changes her mind.
5/23/34 is the day that Bonnie and Clyde died, by the way. Little fun fact for you. Little history fact. And, of course, we get Vance's 9mm submachine gun. So, there you go. Nice little unique. In this somewhat hard to find hut. Huh? Well, there it is on the map if you're really searching. like I was. And now we'll head back into Camp McCarran, and next episode, start taking the road up to Jacobstown. But first, let's turn in all these quests we've worked so hard for. Now we truly are done with Camp McCarran. That's every quest. I might be back here off screen to pickpocket Legion NCR dog tags for the Legion, but I think this might be our on-screen ending of Camp McCarran.
We won't go quiet.
So yes, if you're from my most watched episode, my 900 view episode, you saw us start this quest, and now we're finally finishing it.
Keeley just called in. You should have heard the director. But wait up. Now look here. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised. I knew I had a good feeling about you.
And thank you, Angela. And now let's head over to Thomas Hildern.
I received a pleasant call from Dr. Keeley. It seems we have you to thank for keeping her alive. Very charitable of you.
I've brought the data from Vault 22.
Wonderful. Excellent work. Let me see it. It'll take a moment to decode on my terminal.
By the way, that vault was just as dangerous as Williams thought.
I don't see how that's relevant. The dangers of the vault were your business, not mine. The only question is whether the data is still intact. I think Williams' decryption algorithms seem to be working. Yes, here it is. The data is mostly uncorrupted. This will make the board of directors finally sit up and take notice. Here then, as promised, an agreeable sum payable upon delivery of the data. You've more than done your part.
And I'd be careful with that data. You didn't see those plants in the vault.
Your concerns are perfectly understandable, but I assure you, they're entirely misplaced. We would never use technology that wasn't fully tested. We aren't some motley band of vault alchemists. We're with the government, for goodness sake. Have a little faith in us.
You see, that's one of the reasons why I like the NCR. They're trying to build a new world, you know? They're not, you know, crazy, that crazy. Actually, I stand by it. I don't think they're crazy. They test out the data. And now we got the food additive, and we'll go talk to Farber, but you can't really tell him you got it as a part of his quest. But yeah, we'll go over and talk to him anyway, signifying finishing his quest, despite his lack of responses for a lot of it.
Hey, back for seconds, huh?
And oh, here we go. The spore pod extract from Keeley should help with morale.
No shit. The stuff actually does all that, huh? I'll have to start testing this out immediately. This will really help keep the guys focused.
And the Crimson Caravan agreed to trade meat and spices at a generous discount.
You managed to swing us a discount and cover the majority of the meat supply we need. Good work.
And I fixed the food processor.
Amazing. I thought that thing was done for. That'll help me transform what I can offer the troops. I'll give you a little extra discount the next time you buy food from me. Thanks again.
There you go. And I'd like to buy some food.
Chow down.
And yeah, look at those prices. Wow. Fantastic prices. How much freaking caps do I have? I'm like so rich. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode. I'm gonna go and reorganize my stuff, drop off the unique weapons in Novak, in my Novak house, and then I'll head back to, I think, the Tumbleweed Ranch. And next episode, we will have a nice trip up to Jacobstown to fix Rex and check out the ranger station there. And Then, what else will we do? Then I think we'll complete Cass's quest and have some fun around Freeside, and then I guess we would just have to head to the Strip. So that'll be all for this episode of The Perfect Playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.